Morning students, I am Yogita Punjabi, Assistant Professor in Department of Computer Science, JCRC. Today in this video, we will cover these topics: vision and mission of the Institute, syllabus of Computer Programming Lab, course outcomes of Computer Programming Lab, introduction to array. In this, further topics are one dimension array, reading elements of an array, and printing elements of an array. And finally, list of programs related to one dimension array. Students, in last video, I have already told you about vision and mission of the institute, syllabus of computer programming lab, course outcomes of computer programming lab. So finally, we will start with our topic, that is array. Students, array is what? This is just a collection of data items with the same data type. Point is, suppose in a program we need to declare 50, 100 or 200 variables with same data type, then we have two options. Either we will declare these much variables with individual names, or the other option is we can declare one array with the size. Here numbers is the array, and in square bracket there is the size. Obviously second option is much better, because first option, that is 100 variables with individual name, is a very typical task. So how we will manage array means, how can we access 100 or 200 variables with the same name. So we will use what? Index, which each number there is a index. Number 0, index is always started with 0, then it will goes up to 99, because the total size is 100. If the size is 50, then this will be from 0 to 49. If size is 200, then this will be from 0 to 199, like this. Next is how it works. You can say in this picture, the first element the first element is a0, and the last element is a n minus 1. Here n is the size. If the size of the array is 100, then obviously this will be 99. If this is 50, then it will be 49, and so on. Next is declaration of one dimensional array. To declare an array, we need to specify the data type first, which data type we which type of data we want here, and then a single name for all the elements, and in bracket size of the array. For example, int is the data type. We have already told you about this data type. Marks, this is the identifier. This is the name of array, so that's why this is also identifier, and in bracket this is the size, means 10. How can we read elements of an array? This is the way. For this we will use for loop. I hope you have already gone through the video of for loop. We will start indexing from I equals to 0. Size condition will be I less than equals to 9, and final increment will with 1. I plus plus is what? I equals to I plus 1. uh, I equals to 0 will be executed only once. Then condition will be checked. If 0 is less than equals to 9, yes, then we will enter in this loop. Scanf %d ampersand ai. %d is, you know very well, this is the format string for integers. What is ampersand? Ampersand is an address of operator, and a is the name of array. In a square bracket, this is I, means first element will save at a0. Then next I will be with this increment, the I will be now 1. Again condition will be checked. 1 is less than equals to 9, yes, then again we will be enter in the loop. Again we will enter second number, and second number will save at a1, and the process will continue till a9. When I equals to 10, 10 is less than equals to 9, condition will be false, and we will exit from this loop. The next is how can we print the elements of an array. So this is the process. This is just like input statement. Again, we will use for loop from 0 to 9. In place of scanf, we will use here printf statement. Percent is the format string. Then again slash t. What is this slash t? Slash t is a special, you can say, operator which can give the spaces between two numbers. It will give spaces between all the 10 variables. This is the program in our C environment, and this will be the output. Now I will give you a practical session for the same. First statement will be obviously hash include stdio.h. I have already told you about this. Then void main. Then you have to declare first an array. Suppose the name of the array is A. Size of the array, we will take here 10 size. Then we will use I for counter variable. Okay. Next is enter the elements an array. This is just for message. Now we will start for loop. I equals to 0, I less than equals to 9, I plus plus. This is increment operator. Now we will use a scanf function. %d and ampersand a. Printing. Again we will give a message. The entered elements are, or the elements of the array are, this is just for a message. We'll use /n. Again we will use for loop. I equals to 0, I less than equals to 9, semicolon, I plus plus. F. Now we want print elements with proper space, so we will use /t, comma ai. If we want each number in a new line, then we can use /n in case of /t. Next is getch. I have already told you the work of getch. We save it. Suppose the name of array dot c. Now we will compile it, run it, enter the elements of an array. 2, 3, 5, 12, 56, 89, 13, 6. This is our output. We have entered these 10 elements. These are the 10 elements. Here, spaces are here between each and every element. I hope you understand. Now, in same program, we will find the sum of all these numbers. If we want to add all these numbers, all numbers of an array, then what will we do? Sum equals to sum plus a of I. We will declare the variable sum here. Sum equals to 0. These type of programs you have already done in looping concept, but uh, here the program was to add any 10 numbers without using array. Here we input the numbers by using array, and we are going to add all the numbers of an array. Sum equals to 0 because first time we have to place 0 here. Next, when I will be 0, then A0 will be accessed here, and 0 plus that number will be added and stored in this sum. When I will be 1, 1 is less than equals to 9, condition is true, then again we will enter in the loop. This will print, as well as we can remove this statement, because at this time we don't want to print, we just want to add all the numbers. So now A1 will be accessed, previous sum and this new number will be added and stored in this variable, that is sum. The process will continue till I equals to 9. Now we will print the sum of array elements are %d sum. Statement, we will get our output. Compile, successfully compiled, done. Okay. We have not used CLR SCR, clear screen function, that's why previous input output is placed here. Next time we will use CLR SCR. Now we have to enter 10 numbers. Any 10 numbers. The elements of an oh, okay, this we have to delete this this statement. The elements of an array are, because we just want sum. You can check the addition of these all 10 numbers are 2 to 9, and the output is here. We'll remove this line because we don't need to print all the elements here. We will remove it. We just want sum of these 10 numbers. So this is the output. The sum of array elements are %d. Suppose we want to find the average of these numbers. Then what will we do? We will again declare a variable with the name of average. We will find the sum, and here we will find average with a formula. Average is equals to sum divided by 10, because there are total 10 elements. Here we will change the language. the average of array elements is %d. Here we will use the and we will compile it. We compiled, we will run it. We again forward to use the function CLR SCR. Anyways, we will enter 10 values. Any 10 values we will enter. And the average of array element is 78. This time we will use first CLR SCR function, which will clear the input output screen. CLR SCR is a function to clear the screen. For this, we have to use the header file conio.h. Full form of conio is, I have already told you in my first video, console input output header file. In next example, suppose we want to print our array in reverse order. Then what will we do? We have already inputted the elements of array with this for loop only. Now here we will change the code. We will start I equals to 9. We will change the condition with I is greater than equals to 0 and I minus minus. This time we will decrease I. Now we will use a simple printf statement. D. Again we will use /t and AI. Because we have started I from 9, so array will be printed with reverse order. Here we will again give a message. Elements array in reverse order. Yes. This is just for message. Remove this statement. Compile, successfully compiled, run. Now you can see previous input outputs are all clear just due to the function CLR SCR. We will enter 10 elements. And see the last here, the last element 4 is printed first, then 23, then 29, then 67, and so on. This was all about today's topics. Save it.